hello.
Welcome
to another episode of Blasian Soul Podcast. We did miss last week. We apologize.
I don't apologize.
Well, no, I mean, in case you guys were looking for us, we did not make it last week because we were in Jamaica. We needed a little time to get away from all this craziness, right? So we decided it's my birthday month. We decided let's just get away. Let's go to Jamaica and just hang out. No computer. I was proud of myself. I did not open up the computer once, and you didn't either. I'm proud of you. So we actually took a real time out, and sometimes you have to do that. You have to just unplug. That's what we did.
But it is encouraging to know that I got a couple of texts, I got a couple of emails that said, "Hey, what happened to the podcast last week?" So that means that our audience is eagerly awaiting our content. So it makes me feel good. So thank you.
Yes. So make sure if you don't catch us live, you catch us on the replay. If you are on right now, please like and share. And you can also follow us on all of the different podcast mediums. After the live, we usually post the replays on there as well. And tonight we have a very special guest with this month being Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. That's a mouthful.
That's so long.
We want to highlight a community activist. He is a Laotian activist that after the onset of the rise on the Asian hate crimes, Jae B thought that he would do something about it. And Jae B is an activist with Asians with Attitudes. And I'd love to hear his story. So we are bringing him on tonight so he can tell us what's going on out there and what it is that is next for him and the mission to stop the Asian hate crimes, and also what's next and how we can help as a community. So without further ado, I would like to bring on Jae B to the show. All right. Hello there.
All right.
Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Out there, you're in California, aren't you?
I am. I'm in Oakland right now as we're speaking. I just pulled up not too long ago, meeting up with a couple of buddies of mine out here. So,
awesome.
So tell us.
Can you guys hear me clearly before?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you good.
We can hear you clearly. Yes.
So why don't you tell the viewing audience a little bit about your cause and AWA, which personally I like that. I like that right there. That's ode to hip hop, so I like that. But tell them a little bit about the.
So when I first started patrolling, this how it all started, became a movement, because AWA was a clothing brand, so I'm not the founder. So I like that name so much because I got to bring the attitude to the street. So I ordered the clothes and the face mask. And when I went out to the street that day, and when the news started chasing me down and see what I was doing for the community, they thought I was the founder or something like that. That's how. But everybody was like, I'm the face of AWA. That's how it exploded, became a movement, But I was just a frontliner out here in Oakland by myself. And a couple of buddies of mine came after that. We were just the frontliners. But somehow, some way, I blew up AWA so much, so everybody thought I was like the whole face of it, But I respect AWA, and I'm always work with them, So, but I was just out here representing myself. But I did. That's how AWA became a movement. Just to let everybody know. So.
Now, what does AWA? What is your mission? What are you guys out there for? What tell people exactly why and what you guys do?
What we do is I want to let our presence be known that we are here to protect the community and the elders and women and children at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to me it's wrong. So what I do is like, I walk around and make sure all the stores are closed safely, because a lot of people like to come over here and attack during the closing hours or and sneak up. So it's like, I want to make sure the community is safe and make sure they feel safe, that at least they know that people's here for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what we're doing. And because the way I look at it, we was raised by, elders and grandparents and stuff, mostly, my grandmother, my grandfather. So I can't, every time I see that, it's like it bugs me so much, and I have to take I had to take action. I cannot sit down and do anything about it anymore. Like I don't even live in Oakland. I'm not even from Oakland. You know, I live in San Jose, and I drive like an hour away, depending on traffic after work. And I just had to come do it. So, and the reason why I'm doing this, like I do want my presence to be known, let people know that hey, we got street people out here too. I don't mean to say like that, but it's true because people attack. I want to let people know, hey, they really protectors out there, angels out there, because this can't go on no more. So I do want to send a message out there, like just leave the innocent people alone, because you know that's just it's just wrong. So I have to let people know that hey, and we out here, dog. I'm hoping the community see that we out here for them. In the beginning, they thought we was the
Right.
bad guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because the first time we came out here, somebody pulled out a taser on me.
oh
I mean, not necessarily pull out on me, but when I walked near it, all I hear was that, zzz, 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 you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so, so it's like, okay, okay, I was like, you know what? I respect that. At least you got something, okay? So, and another lady, like ran to the store like so fast and tried to close the door and lock the door and yelling out something in Chinese and say call the police. And but
oh
luckily that
no.
yeah, so luckily that day we had a buddy of mine who speaks the language, ran over there real fast and let them know that we're really here for you guys. And from that point on, day to day, they start seeing me and my crew out there. Like they thank us and high five us and give offers food and drinks. And like it makes it feel good just to see them put a smile on their face instead of being terrorized every day, you know, on a daily. So
Sure.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. That's good that you guys are protecting the community. Now, have you gotten feedback, either negative or positive, from law enforcement with you guys doing this?
with the law enforcement, they don't bother us. I never got no response. Actually, let me take that back. In Oakland, I don't. The law enforcement, they never bother me at all. Me and my crew ever. I mean, I think they know we out there, you know. But one time I went to San Francisco, and this what shocks me because I grew up in the Asian hood, right? So it's like I've been there, done that. And but the thing is, when I went to San Francisco for Vicha's court hearing, the old type man that passed away for his daughter, to hear what's going on, an Asian cop came up to me and said, "You know what? I really appreciate what you're doing. I salute you, and thanks for standing up for the people because I can't, because he was a cop." And I look from that point on, I looked at him as a human being. I didn't look at him as he's just a cop, you know. So it's like I said, "Thank you." You know, I said, "It's all good. I'm here for the people." So it made me feel good too. A cop came up to me and thanked me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all right. I was like, it shocked me. So, but I never got no bad feedback from the cops or anything like that, or any good feedback. Besides that one time he came up to me, that one. But they don't bother me out here, and so yeah, that's
Well, that's good. I think that if you guys are to a certain degree assisting them and protecting the community, so it would just stand to reason that they would be appreciative of you guys out there taking your own time, quite possibly putting your life on the line to make sure that people who can't defend themselves are defended.
right.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what kind of prompted you to do what you're doing, which is an amazing thing that you're doing. But tell us, what was the trigger point that, made you want to do this?
Well, the trigger point was when I can't pronounce the last name, the 84-year-old Thai man, Vicha, got attacked, because, I grew up in San Francisco too. And when I seen that triggers me right there. Off top, I'll blame. I'm like, I'm a truck driver. I like, man, I wanted to quit my job, which I did, by the way. But before I get to that, because when I grew up in the city, San Francisco, my grandma walked every single day, collect cans, So when I seen that, I said, man, if someone pushed my grandmother, oh man, it's gonna be bad, So it's like I could only picture that was my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? So I said, that's it, I'm done. I'm done, and nobody's stepping up. I'm gonna step up for the people, you know what I'm saying? Because me coming from the hood, like that's how it all started, and that's how all Asian hoods started. Every race started because you got to protect the community, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, man, how can we allow this to happen? If no one's care about us, I'm gonna care about us. So I went out there on my own. I got off of work. I was so tired because I worked 12, 14 hours a day, and I drove out there. I just decided to record myself out of nowhere. Like I never thought I was going to become this person I am today. But I went out there and said, man, that's it. If I could save one person, I'm happy. If I could just help prevent or anything, I'm gonna do no matter what it takes. So that's just how I felt that day. I was just so mad because when I went out there that day, I think it was the day before, another man, a 91-year-old man, got pushed to the ground, and it's like it's happening nonstop. It was a hot spot in Oakland, so I chose to go Oakland instead of San Francisco because it was a hot spot in Oakland. So I'm like, I'm just gonna choose to go to Oakland, and then all some people start sharing my page, and it just exploded. And then the Oakland guys out here, they became like best friend with me. They started becoming my family, started patrolling with me. They was like, finally somebody step it up. We need that voice, So from that point on, it just became who we are today. We frontliners, and we just frontlining, and everything just became who we are today. So that's how it all started, and that's what triggered me from that push. That when that man died, that's what triggered me.
That was really sad, and I feel you when you say that because you're from Laos, right? As well, from Laos as
Right.
well, and so we did grow up in those hoods, and where our parents did have to walk everywhere, and our grandparents and all of that, and so every time I watch anything on the news, when I see something like that happen to an elderly man or elderly woman, I immediately burst out in tears because, like yourself, I think of what if that was my dad? What if that was my mom or aunt or uncle? Like, and I get emotional as well. So, but
Right.
to do something about it, like that's so that's so appreciative for you to step up and be that leader.
Yeah. And to go back, yeah, I do get a lot of death threats and people hate on me. You'd be surprised, even your own people will hate on you, doing something right. You'd be surprised. It's like,
Oh, I'm not surprised.
yeah, it's like it shocks
I'm
me,
not
like
surprised at all.
because I do things differently. I'm not,
Yes.
I'm new to all this. You know what I'm saying? Like I never knew what the word solidarity mean. I didn't know what the word activist mean. I didn't know none of it. I'm learning as I go. You know what I'm saying? I just came out here from the heart. I do this from the heart. Like I didn't come out here to be that person or something like. But it's all new to me. Everything I'm doing right now is all new to me. So, but I
Yeah.
don't care what anybody say. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm trying to send a message out there. That's the reason why I'm going to DC, because I really want to take it to the White House in the future, and I want to try to get all the people to come together with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do it like on a D low, on a down low. I'm working with somebody like real big, but I cannot say who, and they're willing to help me out. They're real big out there, and but I told them, let me get my peoples together first before, because how we're gonna work with it, with other when it can work amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, so everybody believe that I could get everybody together, but it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be a quick journey, So I'm doing the best I can right now as we're speaking, though.
Definitely. No, I love that you are representing our Laotian community. And also, more importantly, you're being a trailblazer because a lot of us, grew up in a way where we're taught to stay silent and we're taught to just keep everything the hush hush, no conflict, don't say anything, just let them do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want, just ignore it. Don't tell your problems. Like that's how we were raised.
Right.
And I could see how people could turn their backs or could say things against what you're doing because I've had that same issue in the past as well. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that. People don't like to see trailblazers, and they don't like to see when you're doing something that is like beyond the norm. It's crazy. Like we should be helping each other, praising each other, but sometimes, there's there's lots of good in our community, but there's also some bad in our community where our community put each other down. And I feel like if we would learn how to praise each other, lift each other up, that we would get so much further because then we can help all of us get up and then we could get out of that mindset, and be more in a growth mindset and be more innovative and be more of and have an opportunity for ourselves and to help our people. So
You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
So has your movement grown? Obviously, you started out just you off of work trying to make a difference, but Where has that taken the?
Oops. Where did we lost him. I think it's his internet. I know he's in his car.
The question wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't. I think we lost JB, but he'll be right back. But yeah, it's just truly amazing because not very often we see our Lao community in the limelight and doing something. Like I mentioned earlier, we're just taught to stay in the status quo. We're taught to just be quiet. We're not to cause conflict, and so I'm glad to see this young man actually taking action against what he believes in and making some moves within the community and bringing solidarity within our community, which is why we brought him on today. But we lost him, so we will continue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's indicative of most minority communities that it's not usually a big effort on everybody's part. There are usually certain people who start the process or champion that cause, and then it trickles down because some people don't want to invest their time and effort. Some people are scared that they'll be laughed at or frowned upon for taking that initiative. So I do think it always starts with a certain number of people, a certain mindset within the community to truly start making a difference and making a change. So I totally give him his respect, give him his due. I was just trying to find out whether or not that movement has grown to the point where he has other people that are as committed as he is in these endeavors. But something hopefully we'll find out when he jumps back on.
Yes.
Okay. Did we have a good time in Jamaica?
Jamaica was amazing, you guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness. If you ever do a trip or vacation, make sure you do an all-inclusive because it was all you can eat, all you can drink. The resort has everything that you need. We were right on ocean view and a jacuzzi on the balcony.
A jacuzzi inside
and on the balcony. So it was the perfect room. You walk downstairs, you see the ocean front. It was just amazing. Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. I can definitely say without a doubt that is something that everyone should experience at one point in time in their life. You're catered to in every aspect of your vacation, and man, it is something. I tell you, without a doubt.
Yes,
it is something.
So I did get a text message from JB. He said his phone overheated, but he's coming back on. Here he is. All right, guys. Okay, hey.
You back?
I'm back. My bad.
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but the phone overheated or something. It's like my phone got so hot. Maybe because I'm sitting in the sun too. I don't know, but it's a brand new phone too. So.
Well,
what would you ask? What would you ask me? Let's try to finish before it overheat again.
No doubt. I was saying that you started out by yourself, giving your time and effort after work. Has your movement grown? Are there others that are assisting you or down for the cause, so to speak, as well? Or is it still you primarily running the show?
Actually, it's grown so much that we have a lot of like I said. I made AWA so big that it's grown from people start patrolling out there in Southern California. They have their own rallies, and people's reaching out to me, all over the city and state, and like they want me to go host this, host that, stuff like that. So, but the patrol group, it got so many of us that we everywhere now, like from Oakland, they have their own group in San Francisco. That have been out there before me, to be honest with you, and I respect what they're doing too. But my people, they expanded to LA area. So yes, it's a lot of people reaching out and network with each other, so other communities. So yeah.
Good. I'm glad that's a worthy cause. So I'm glad that movement is taking, a life of its own, so to speak.
And what are you seeing out there when you're out there?
You know,
Rallies and everything.
right now it's calm, but sometimes it could happen with a blink of an eye. Like for example, like I can't be everywhere at once. I feel bad one time when I was escorting this girl to her house 3 blocks away, and during the time I escorted her, the chairman of Chinatown got attacked. And the other time when I was out here, a lady got attacked. But it's like we can't be everywhere at once. You know, that's it hurts me a lot because I can't save everybody. I'm not Superman. You know, but yeah, things you see it get crazy sometimes. Like you know, I don't want to sell to a phone and stuff like that, but it get crazy sometimes. Yeah.
It seems to be like the highest in New York and California, based on the statistics. You know,
it's getting real bad, especially in San Francisco too. And you're right, New York. It's getting so bad that elderly getting stabbed broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know how this happened because when I was growing up, it was never like that. You know, and
yeah.
I think that it has to be rules set to this. Well, you know, it has to be rules because people innocent should be getting hurt like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm bugged. I'm mind blown about what's going on right now. So yeah, I'm trying to work as much as I can to set rules to the people in the system, prison system, and everything because it's not supposed to be like this. You know, so I'm doing the best I can. So
yeah. Well, you have a comment on here from Casey Santa. Hold on. It says, tell him to meet us in ATL and ask him what his t-shirt said. I think I got one if it says stop Asian hate. Yep. Okay.
So
there you go. Casey,
I was actually out there.
Oh, you were in Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta for the rally when they did the 8 women got shot.
Oh,
I got out the hospital, flew out the next day. You know what I'm saying? I flew out there and just I had to go out there because it hits me really hard too. You know what I'm saying? Because, I got family, remember, that works at the massage parlor and stuff like that. So it's like, I understand how it is. The struggle is real and they're targeting, Asian women and stuff like that. So I had to go out there. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what my job say,
And the craziest thing is, just a few days before that happened, I was in Atlanta. So, and I needed a massage. I could have been in any of those spas. So it's like, and my husband, anyways.
Yeah, but yeah. Yes. Meeting in Atlanta. But yeah, if anybody want to meet me out there in DC, May 31st, meet me out there.
You're going to be in DC Memorial Day weekend?
Memorial Day.
What are you guys doing in DC?
Well, actually, it's crazy. Like, this is why I believe in signs sometimes. Like, I believe God working mysterious way, whatever you believe, because this girl been reaching out to me quite some time now, like a whole month, I think. And she was like, and she just telling me how good I'm doing and stuff like that. And I was like, she go, what do you want to do? I said, I want to take her to the White House. And she's like, it's funny because we're going to do it rather I guess near the White House. I'm not sure it's actually at the White House. But she was like telling me all this stuff about the rally. Then when it got closer, I told one of my friends book a flight for me, check the flight, how much it costs. And she was like, oh, it couldn't be expensive, Memorial Day and stuff. And since I quit my job, I'm kind of running low on money. So I was like, should I book the flights? Damn, I got to pay my rent, my daughter car payment, everything, So I was like, I said, let me think about it. Give me about 5-10 minutes. I want to try to see how much money I have left. Sure. 10 minutes later, somebody hit me up out of nowhere. Kid you not, said, I see the work you've been doing. I want you to go to this rally in D.C. I'm going to give you $2,000 and bring you and your friend. And I was like, what the? I just thought about, I'm like, money situation, you know what I'm saying? Then it was just like a sign. And she just gave me the money and I booked my flight today. So
wow.
It was crazy how it all happened, So I want to, if she ever hearing this, I just want to say thank you. She probably don't want her name to be seen, but I just want to say thank you like an angel because it's going to get me close to where I want to get. You know what I'm saying? So
yes. So what kind of changes do you hope to bring out of the rallies and the protesting?
Well, the main thing is like I want everybody to come, like every race to come together, like because they should know it's wrong to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping we could get everybody out there, every single race. I don't care what you believe in. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm hoping. But I also want to send a message out there that we're not playing no more. We can't be silent no more because I'm not playing no more, to be honest with you. I don't want to hide behind the scenes, sugarcoat anything. I'm not playing no more because I'm at the point where I'm sick and tired of seeing all this attack going on to innocent people, especially elderly and women and stuff like that, or anybody. It could be anybody, and no one's not doing anything about it. So, you know, when I see something like, okay, it's some time where I actually help the person out, you know, at one time. So it's like, I know how it is. So, but most people are not going to do anything because I know they're scared or just minding their own business. But I'm just hoping I see a change where everybody come together and say, and teach everybody, like, you know, spread the message out there, like, it's wrong. If it would have been like my people's, for example, I would have been, hey, you cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? So teach. It could be anybody. My kids, I'll teach my kids something like, hey, you see something, go help one another out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to change. I do see some change where everybody come together and like, shit, just come together. That's it.
That would be an amazing time and day when that finally happens. And, you know, and then you have people who think that racism is made up or there's no such thing as racism, and they see things in one lens because they themselves have never experienced racism. And, you know, I'm sure you growing up Asian, me, you know, us growing up Lao, we've seen it, you know, we've experienced it. So we see things from a different light and a different angle than somebody who may never have experienced it in their entire life. And so for us, it's different because we know what racism is. We know what it feels like. We've been victimized. However, you know, it's time to do something about it, like you said.
It is. So I'm not going to stay quiet no more. If I could go all the way, to me, if I had all the fun, trust me, I think I would take this all the way until like, I'm gonna make it the one of the biggest history. That's my heart. I'm gonna go all the way. I'm connected with people right now, but it takes a lot of time, you know, and do all this. So I'm going full time on it.
Create like a GoFundMe or a crowdfunding.
See, the thing is, I have a GoFundMe, but I don't put it out there like that because I don't want people to think I'm all about the money, you know, which I'm not. Because mind you this though, I was making over $100,000 a year on my job just for this, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to think I'm chasing clout or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I do have a GoFundMe on the link on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And people, whatever they donated me, I'll do whatever I can for the community to give it back or something, you know? So nothing come profitable, you know, I don't profit nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, like if someone could help me advertise, I'd be happy because I want to go, like, to take it to the next level.
That's what we do, right?
I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
you know, we're a marketing agency.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes.
No, but okay, if you guys can help me out, but mark my word, I'm gonna make it to the top, or somehow, some ways, you know, I'm gonna make history somehow, some ways. I'm gonna do whatever I can, you know. So
yes, definitely. Yes, this is who's sponsoring our program is our company. We have iLocal Online Marketing and Advertising, which is an online advertising website, social media marketing, search engine marketing, all of that. You know, my husband pretty much knows more about that than I do, but I handle the branding side. So, you know, I handle the logos, the branding, the graphic design work, and also what else do I handle? Everything else. Yeah. So I also do business coaching, you know, so I help people who want to get better at their business skills. I have business clients that I meet, you know, business coaching clients that I meet on a weekly basis. So I can help them develop themselves, their social skills, their speaking skills, their technical skills, their whatever it is that they want to develop in. That's the service that I provide as well. I'm a coach, trainer, and a speaker, so I provide those services.
Here's a question I have now. Let me preface this question by saying, don't say anything that could possibly get you into trouble, because I don't want anything bad to happen to you. But how do you guys protect yourselves when you're out in the community and a situation might arise where you have to protect someone? Once again, be careful in, you know what I'm saying, what you say, because, you know, ain't no telling who's listening or whatnot, but is it just you guys yelling out, or is it you calling the police, or is it you handling it yourselves? How do you guys go about enforcing that protection?
We're gonna handle it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, some people would call the police, like, but I'm not gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just can't. I'm like, because I don't. Ever since I've been out here, I don't see too many police out here, like besides a decoy car. So,
Yeah.
um, we're just gonna handle it ourselves in somehow, some way. Try to
No, that's a perfect answer. I
you know
understand
what I'm saying?
completely. No doubt.
We're just trying to handle like and try to solve the problem as best we can. But if things get bad, we're gonna do whatever we can. So
Right.
that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I believe in you gotta teach people a lesson too. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say it like that. Let people know, because there's some time out here when they roll up and try to go rob the store. And luckily, I was there at the same time. I ran across the street real fast. They got back in the car, they just left. It was like pretty late, but I mean, I'm just gonna probably just yell it out and stuff like that. Hopefully we could beat it, just try like break it up or something or whatnot. But I'm not gonna call anybody.
Right.
But I mean, if it does get crazy, it will get crazy. But I believe in this cause so much that I'm gonna stand up for my people. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. And I know people say it could get dangerous, which it can, because
Oh, no doubt.
this is streets. So it can get dangerous. So, but
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? In my heart tells me to do it, I'm gonna do it. So I'm not gonna stand down. I'm gonna do it for what I believe is right, though. So
Now, have you thought about going into the schools to promote your message and try to teach the younger generation, before that racism and that type of thought process comes into play?
I never thought about anything like that. That's good you brought it up. I think a couple of people mentioned that to me and on my DM. But like I said, I'm new to all this stuff, like everything, and I never thought about anything besides coming out here and try to protect. That's the only thing that was the only thing on my mind when people ask me about the police, defund the police. How you feel about that? Or I don't know what to say on it, because my main focus is all about
Protecting
protecting.
the
Yeah,
community. Right?
but now I understand. I always get asked that question a lot, because half of the community said, man, they don't see the police out here, so they want to defund. But at the same time, the way I look at it, since I've been out here, it's hard to be everywhere at once. So I kind of understand both sides. I'm not knocking nobody on want to defund, and they got other organizations out here hate each other because of that. But I'm over here like, are we fighting for the same cause? Like,
Right.
who
Can
cares
we
that
work
who cares that want to bring the police out here or not? We here for the same cause and protect the people. I don't care about sometimes I think it's all about money involved. I don't care about that, man. Just for the people, man. Give me the money. I guarantee you this whole thing will be better. That's what I'm saying. But I don't care about that at the same time, But
Exactly.
I'm like, man, it's crazy how I meet organizations that hate each other out here like a lot because this, that. But
No, and I completely understand where you're coming from, because when you believe in a cause so much, it's not about the money. It's truly about doing hard work and doing something that you believe in. So right.
Yeah, I agree. I like I was telling her, like I was saying, but when you had left for a brief second, it always takes that special individual or that first trailblazer to kind of push forward the narrative, and then other people will start coming aboard. A lot of people are scared at first. A lot of people don't want to invest their time and energy, but once they see that one special individual doing that, then they kind of fall in line because they know that, okay, it can be done, or I feel bad that I'm not assisting this person. So it all starts with one person
right.
when a movement gets started.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to help and how they can get involved, and so you being that voice and being that leader, even though, you're learning as you go, you still were brave enough to take that step and to actually fight for what you believe in.
Right.
So, and, and doing something for our community as well.
Right.
Even though some of them may or may not, be on board with it, it's just different for them. That's all, and sometimes it takes a little while for people when they see something that's outside of the norm for our people to see something outside the norm. It takes them a little while. They have to see it like a few times for them to be educated and to be able to understand what it is. Because when you think about it, a lot of them grew up differently than us. We grew up in America, and so we have the education and the mindset and the things that the people in America do. But then we have our ancestors that grew up in Laos, and they have a particular way of thinking because they didn't experience the same experiences we do. And it's just helping them to understand that, hey, we're living in another world right now, and we're living in another season. Like, we have to educate them in order for us to even move forward and for them to get rid of whatever bias and stereotypes that's within them, because it's strongly rooted in our community as well. And that's one of the things that I would love to see broken as well.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So what are your next steps after DC? Do you have anything planned, or what? What's your next thought process as far as growing your movement?
No, never thought about that, but only my next step is right now I'm slowly going to communities on my own terms, on my own self, reaching out. Like I said, I wanted everybody to spread the message out there, like to teach the young ones or anyone, so that's what I'm doing. So I don't know where I'm gonna go from there. I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. All this attack. It's actually getting worse by the day. I don't see what's my plan besides just trying to like get everybody together right now and send a message across. And what to be honest, what keeps me going is when you get a message saying that you make me feel safe to come out my own neighborhood, that's keeping me going. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you hear from a kid. Yeah, if we don't do it now, what future do we have for the kids? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's what my main focus right now. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we'll see what's going to happen. Only time will tell. So, but I'm not going to stop no matter if I get a job or not. But I'm gonna keep on doing this until whenever. But
Makes sense. So tell the people. I'm quite sure there's a lot of people who would like to contribute. If it's nothing but $5 or $10 to your cause, you'd be surprised what people will help with in times of stress or tragedy. But tell people how they can contribute to your cause.
Well, I do have a GoFundMe link that my friend, she set it up on my link on Instagram. They wanted to just go check out my page. I'm pretty
what
sure
is
you guys
your Instagram page?
Jae B Singhay, which is JAYB SINGHAY. It comes directly to me not any other movement, not any other organization, directly to me. And that whoever could help, I appreciate it, because I'm gonna continue doing what I do for the people, and it's gonna come all back to the community. Any kind of way I can help the community, I'm gonna go all out. I'm not gonna profit for nothing. So, and you guys can check out my live or my Instagram or Facebook on the daily what I do. Like, I don't play around when it comes to this. So just let everybody know where the money's going. It's gonna go to the people, no matter what I'm doing for the people. So yeah.
Definitely.
Sounds good, man. We want to wholeheartedly thank you for coming on our show. We see we had you in transition. You in your car driving. You're all the way in Oakland, but you took time to stop, tell your story, and give our audience something to ponder, something to think about, and something to get involved with. So for that, we graciously thank you. We also thank you for being out there and using your time, your effort, your abilities to protect and help the community. Many people talk a good game about what they do and how they're helping and making a change, but to actually see someone doing that is inspirational in nature.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me on there. I really appreciate being on there too.
No doubt.
Definitely.
All right, man. You get out there, get that cause out there. If anybody wants to meet him in DC, please hit him on his Instagram so that you guys can link up and kind of, get everything in motion. as well as, hey, if you want to contribute $1, $5, $20, $100 to his cause, please do it through the Instagram. I mean, hey, if we average roughly about 3,000 to 4,000 views of our podcast every week between live and streaming. If everybody gave $1, just $1, it's almost $4,000, to this cause.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's, that's candy. That's a candy bar at 7-Eleven. So please contribute, help out, contribute to the cause. And we'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Like I said, it's, you hear people all the time talking about what they do and how they, are helping and trying to make a difference, and why is everything, so discombobulated. But it's quite different when you have someone that actually is taking out their time, trying to make a difference, and it's someone, from your community. Like I said before, this podcast is to highlight, your entrepreneurs, your community leaders, your role models.
Yes.
And that young gentleman personifies a community leader in protecting his community.
Definitely. It's super commendable that he is out there being the voice for us, particularly with it being Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. That's why it's AAPI month.
So that means February was African American Black Soul Brother month. What's happening, right? Well, okay, I'll roll with that. Also, just to throw that out there, African American month is the shortest month of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
oh my goodness.
But you know what? Before we get out of here, let me also throw her under the bus.
What did I do?
That, when we were talking about that whole massage parlor in Atlanta thing, told her don't go to Atlanta, even though she was going to a very important seminar because everything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this tie. I'm usually on here with a suit and tie. Don't let that shirt and tie fool you. I still have connections. Cass was telling me that, Atlanta, man, there's some stuff going on down here. You know what I'm saying? Be cautious. Told her that she went with my daughter, and we see the nonsense and craziness that was going on there. So I guess the message that I'm trying to give to you guys is, can y'all see that? That's husband. That's number one husband right there. Listen to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Your husband has a sixth sense for those type of things. You know what I'm saying? That's from the background that they have.
But the crazy thing is, out of all of the 50 states, it happens to be in Atlanta.
Your husband was telling you,
don't go to Atlanta. Okay.
I didn't put some feelers out there.
Yeah.
And stuff crazy. Cats telling me.
Crazy out there.
But yeah, hey, you ain't gotta listen to your husband. It's just beneficial when you listen to your husband.
No, that was just a coincidence.
No, I think we have a coincidence like that once or twice a year, but
that was just a coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence are not the case. But all right, guys, so we back. Sorry we had to take off last week. We were having fun, but we are back. We'll be here every Wednesday, same time, same channel.
And also, quick announcement. What? Quick announcement in case you didn't know. Next week we'll be here live next Wednesday. However, next week, May 29th, we will be having a virtual cultural Asian fashion show, fashion show to honor AAPI Heritage Month.
AAPCDIB.
AAPI Heritage Month.
Apostrophe S.
Next Saturday, the 29th, please tune in. It is going to be live stream under the group called Rise Above the Bamboo Ceiling, which coordinates with my book that is also coming out this month on Amazon called $40 and a Dream, Breaking Through the Bamboo Ceiling. It is a story about my own experience as a refugee in America, talking about my father and his escape in the Lao journey. So be sure to come and join us. We're going to have a nice celebration on the 29th, 7 p.m. Central Time. We will be streaming live. You'll have a nice fashion show. The models will be all ready for you. We are doing a clothes fitting this weekend on Saturday. And so we would love to have you join us and share to your friends and family. It's going to be a good time. And we're going to have a show. We're going to do the book launch on that day. And for those of you who have signed up for the pre-launch, for the pre-order for the book, I will email you out some information as well. And I will also send you a signed copy for those of you who did request that. I did try to keep track of it. But if I missed you, no biggie, just let me know and I will make sure that you get a signed copy of the book. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been a long journey for the book launch. And I just want to thank you for everyone who has supported, who have signed up for the pre-book launch, who has shown a lot of support over these years, because I've written the book years ago, but just now publishing, and what a perfect time for this to come out. It wasn't supposed to come out a few years ago. It was supposed to come out this year when all the Asian hate, when all the racism and all of the things that are happening in our Asian community. The book has perfect timing, and God always has perfect timing. So I believe this was a God thing again. So be sure to check it out. And if you have any questions, please message me. And anything else, babe?
Be on the lookout for the beginning of the year for my book entitled I Live with Nothing But Women, My Struggles as a Black Man in America.
Living with the Asian woman.
Yeah, you guys be on the lookout for the book.
Yes.
Please, she's put a lot of time and effort into this. So
yes, and also shout out to Rose Gold Publishing, Miss Dolly, for helping make this happen. And if it wasn't for her, I think I'd still be sitting on it because I'm just a procrastinator. Dolly from Rose Gold Publishing, be sure to check her out. She was amazing. Helped me walk through everything. This is my first book, you guys, so be nice. But she helped walk me through everything. And so I truly, truly appreciate Miss Dolly with Rose Gold. If it was not for her, I'd still be sitting on this book and our message will not get out there. So this book represents the entire Lao community and my experience, and hopefully it'll educate more people about our experience in America. Although it's specific to me, it does also relate to a lot of other people, other Lao people that I've spoken to. Some of the experience that I have experienced also relates to them as well. So I'm hoping that with my book, more and more of us will be opening up and sharing our story, because our story is very unique, you know, and so we need to let that finally be heard. So thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. We will be live again next Wednesday, same time, same place.
Deuces, watch your six.
Watch your six.
And he's watching back.
What's
dangerous.
6 have to do with?
Well, it's a military term. If you look at a clock, 12 is in the front. 6 is
Oh,
in the back.
6 is in the back.
So,
I never knew what you
six.
meant when you said that. Okay. Anyways, lock on.